Hey guys, it's Merritt. So now you've seen my skincare and my hair done, and now I am going to do a video that has been requested, and I think every single person in America has probably seen this, and I personally have been playing with it and I love it. It is the new Jeffree Star, and this is the palette that is called Bloodlust. And I love the packaging. The colors are gorgeous. I mean, you really can't go wrong. And I like that with this one, it's very ethereal, almost fairy tale-ish, which I'm all about that kind of style. I think it's fun. If I could be Tinkerbell, I would be. I'm really thinking I'm probably going to stick with some of this, like this one is Sworn Enemy, and Pink Magic is really good. I'm going to play around with a lot of different colors and tell you what I think of the product and how everything goes. Probably going to stick with really kind of just glowing, beautiful, because with this, I mean, you can do 1,000 things. So let's just see what happens. So I'm going to zoom you guys into my eyes because I always do my eye makeup first. It's just for, especially with a product like this which has a lot of pressed pigment, it's much easier to clean up underneath after when you go onto foundation. So I always like to do my eyes first, no matter what. That's just my thing. I have already primed, and what I use for priming, for my eyes, I use the paint pot, and I use this. It's Painterly by MAC. And then for my skin, I actually go through and do Stay Spray from Tarte first all over my face. That just really kind of makes it stick for my skin. And then I also on my skin do one from Illamasqua, and this is called Hydroveil. I love this. I know Sam and Nick from Pixie Woo used to use this all the time, and it was my go-to, or was their go-to, so I finally ordered it. And it has this little teeny applicator, and this is a jelly. And what's really different about this is that no matter how many times you scoop it out, it just solidifies again. So it's kind of like a little magic trick, it looks like to me. So that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna go in, and I've got a couple of different products. My go-to brushes, I like BH cosmetic brushes. I like the Jeffree Star brushes. Real Techniques tend to be my favorites too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So since I've gone ahead and I've already done the Painterly by, or Painterly, I always have said Painterly, but I know it's Painterly. I'm gonna go in with Your Majesty since it's more of a bone color, and I'm gonna use that just to set the cream base that I've already used. And I take this all the way even over into the side. And I'm gonna pop out. I love. I've always liked anything that's splatter painted kind of, so this, when I was looking at needing a new mirror, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Just making sure that color is nice and perfect. So I really am drawn to green colors a lot. Those are my favorites. So I'm going to start out with Sworn Enemy, and I'm going to take this all over my eyelid. You can see it's pretty sheer, so it is going to need some building up. which personally I would rather have something sheer and build it up than it be so compactly and bright where you have to really, really blend to take it down. This color is really gorgeous. Now I'm going to pack it up a little bit. So I'm going to take one of the Jeffree Star, this was the Morphe Jeffree Star in JS11, and I'm going to dampen this brush a little bit. Oh yeah. Just adding a little more dimension to this. You can see it's building up really nicely. So what other Jeffree Star products have you guys been obsessed with? I'd love to hear what everyone, their favorite colors, if you have this palette and you use this color a lot. When I was looking at what other people have used, I really didn't see a lot of this color as the base for anything, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try it. And I really like that for a base for a start. So I'm gonna go in now and do a little bit of Take the Crown, which is a really pretty light lavender, and I am using the Morphe X Jeffree Star, the JS9, and I applied just the tip. And I'm going to add that into the crease. Now I'm going to take that pretty high up, not completely to the eyebrow. But about there. And there are no rules with makeup. I've been a makeup artist for 13 years, and I think it's so funny. I hear all the time, like when I'm teaching makeup lessons, well, I heard that if you're, you know, over 40, you can't wear shimmer. I'm 37, I'm gonna wear shimmer until forever because I like it. Don't worry about any makeup rules, just have some fun. So I've blended this out. It's a really pretty color combination I like. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use, and this is using a BH Cosmetics, this is the number 8, and it's just a nice fluffy little brush. And I'm going to go right on the inner corner just to smoke up just a little bit in Vivid Moods. Just to give a little tiny bit of definition. I'm going into the socket. And there's a trick. If you're having trouble finding your socket, you can lean back and you can see where the eyebrow is actually protruding, and that's where you really want to take the brush and go back and forth. Windshield wiper motions. That makes life much easier. I have pretty, they're sunken in a little bit, So they're a little easier to make them get a good crease. But my eyes. I had almost 3 years ago a stroke, and so one of the things was a little bit, if you look at the definition for my eyes, you see that this one looks a little bit smaller than this one. So especially with makeup, I can go through and I can make them look the exact same, which I love. Although I also think the fact that one goes down a little bit more, it makes me. I think every single person, our eyes are never symmetrical. Our eyebrows are never symmetrical. Anything really is perfect. So just kind of have fun with it. Through for a eyeliner, and this one just really sticks well with the theme with this palette. This is the Urban Decay 24/7. This is Rockstar, and I have it just sharpened. And most people wouldn't go straight in like this with your eyeliner. I like to go in on the side. It glides easier, and it also doesn't tug your eyes. And I don't go in just one motion. That is pretty much a recipe for disaster. I like to do almost little dashes because it looks, instead of looking like you smeared something, it looks like you have more thicker lashes. So it's easier to do that. So I like doing that too. So I'm going to go in. I just realized I am slightly ambidextrous. Sometimes I just naturally reach for my left hand after my stroke. Weird as anything thing, but kind of cool. When I'm doing clients, I can do both sides. And for myself, it saves me time, and it even looks the exact same. Pink Magic is one of my absolute favorite colors. I think I've used it almost every single time I've used this palette. So I'm just going to take this right underneath. And this is the easiest brush ever to really get underneath your eye where you can see everything and make sure it's nice and pretty. And this is the start for the eyes. Let's see. This is a very well-loved foundation. I love this. I'm just going to start dotting it everywhere. Let's get that out of here and pull it out of the way. Now this foundation, you can wear it really sheer, or you can build it up. It doesn't really, I haven't found that it is a full coverage. For me, I can build it up to full coverage if I really want to, but let me get this out of the way before it drives me absolutely nuts. But I don't wear this foundation to get it truly full coverage. The Boing. This is from Benefit, the Careless Concealer. Yeah, the Careless Concealer. And I just do 3 little. I'm not going for like a whole triangle thing. That's just not my makeup style personally, And then I'm going in with a BH number 5. Sorry if that stopped a little bit. My computer died. I didn't have it charged enough, so continuing on. And I'm still taking that BH brush. And you can see how great it gets everything underneath. And I'm not going through and diffusing this much. I don't want like that sharp wing. I just kind of want it looking a little diffused and soft. One of the Real Techniques, and this is one of the blue ones that they made. I don't know if they still make those, but this is the B02. And I'm going to go into the sculpting powder. And I just do a little bit, just because you can see I smile. My cheeks are really, really big, which isn't a bad thing. But I just like to do a little bit of contour on both sides. And even though I'm going to do a lot of highlight, because I like highlight, I'm going to start out with this highlighting powder and just tap it out. This one does go a little woo everywhere. And I start here right near where the middle of my eye would be. And I sweep up, because that's making your eyes pop a little bit more. And you can see that really has that beautiful, nice glow. And like, incredible deal. I love this. Casey Holmes is one of my favorite YouTubers. I think she's awesome. And she did this kit. So I'm going to go in with the butter bronzer, shake it out. And even though I am pale, I like some bronzer. And so you can see what happened right here. Don't worry about it. Just take a clean brush and go through and diffuse. There's always ways to fix everything. The butter blush, which I think is really pretty. This one is called Copper Cabana. That color is gorgeous, and it's really good on redheads. It's really flattering. If you're a redhead, it can be pretty hard to find a blush that you like. So this one I really find very beautiful. I'm just going in at the apples of my cheeks and blending. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter, a little more I should say. JS4. This is hands down the best highlighter brush I've ever found. I love it. And this is the limited edition one called Just Beach. And this is my favorite highlighter. You can really see with those two combined. We're gonna go through and I brush my brows down first, which is totally different than everyone else, but you can see exactly where my arch should be. So this is how I save so much time, is I follow the exact line of where my arch is supposed to be. And then as soon as I lift my eyebrows up, you can see I'm already done like half my work. So I'm just gonna go in and fill in. I've got to get tinted soon because some of my gray is showing in. I've had those for forever. I just think of, hey, they're gonna be there. So I brush up front just a little bit and square it off. Only a tiny bit, just to give the effect that I like for my eyebrows. And you can see the massive difference. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Gimme Brow. And if you are a redhead trying to find like your shade that works, with the Precisely My Brow Pencil, this is 2.75. I believe it is in a couple of the different ones from Benefit. And then the Gimme Brow, you are going to be 3.5. But you can see it is perfect for my hair, which I love. Now I'm going to go through, and I like to just make my eyebrows, I just take them and I lift them up, kind of fluffy. Into the crease more. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like that. I just needed, it needed a little bit more of a zhuzh. And then I'm actually going to, with Sworn Enemy, that really pretty green, I'm going to use my finger. To pack it on a little bit more. Because I really do want that color to show, because it is just really pretty, especially right here. It gives just that nice little green fairy tale. It's almost in between a chartreuse and just a regular green, but this is my absolute favorite color. And so you can see. Now we are going to go into mascara and lips, and then we are done. So mascara, I know everyone spends a ton of money for mascara. I do not. The best one ever, I think Tati has mentioned this 1,000 times. This is the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. This is $4. This is the best mascara that I have. And I have a lot of mascara. So I don't, since I am dry, I don't do a lot of powder. Use, and this is from Real Techniques. This is the Instapop All Over Brush. I love this Candid from Revlon. I like that someone actually realized that, hey, we need a little sifter that's easier. So I only take a tiny, tiny bit of this wherever I tend to shine. So I'll do a little bit on my forehead, just a tiny bit on my nose. And my chin always wants to go a little crazy. And go in with a couple of different colors I think are going to be really pretty together. I'm going to go in with, this is from Buxom. This is the Plump Line Lip Liner, and this is Anonymous Allure. Of one of my favorite companies ever, like Edward Best, the lipsticks, amazing. And this one is Eternal Passion. This is a red. Those two together, especially with the lips, are really good. But I just want to add a little bit of sparkle, so I'm going in with, this is one of the Morphe X Jeffree Star, and this is the Berry Blast. I want just really in the center of the lips that nice little definition of glimmer, heart. so it focuses there exactly where you want. And then I set with the Morphe Jeffree Star. I love this. This is the final look. I love with that particular palette. I think it's awesome. It has the perfect amount of violet going on, and then this is how I like to wear my makeup with it. So hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching.